Good morning and welcome back, or if this is your first time watching one of my videos, welcome to Help I Bought a Farm for Farming Simulator 22. Today's video is going to be about sugar beets, but before I get into the nitty gritty of this video, I'd like to just please ask if you could hit that subscribe button. It helps me out massively and doesn't cost you a single penny, and it also helps motivate me to make some more videos. Okay, that said, let's take a look at sugar beets. Now, there's actually quite a lot to sugar beets, more than first meets the eye. So I'll try and make this video as quick as I possibly can, or as short as I possibly can. But there's quite a few bits and pieces involved. So first of all, why do we want to grow sugar beets? Well, there's various things we can do with sugar beets. Let's have a look. So first and foremost, we can sell them. And you'll see in January here is going to be the highest point as the previous trend. So you're looking about maybe around about $500 per 1,000 litres for sugar beets. And you can sell them to the Feeding Ground South, Goldcrest Valley and Johnson's Farmers Market. In addition to selling the sugar beets, you can feed them to your animals. And pigs, if you take a look down here on the right hand side, pigs like to eat sugar beets. Also, we can turn sugar beets into cut sugar beets, and we can then sell these to the animal dealer or to the biogas plant. Now if you own the biogas plant or the farmers market, you can Feeding Grain South, I'm not sure if you can own that or not. You can then turn these sugar beets into other things. Also in the production menu, if we go into our production or construction production, we have a sugar factory somewhere. Sugar mill, there it is. Now this is the Elm Creek map, and in the Elm Creek map there's not a sugar mill. However, we do have the option to build one ourselves, and we can turn sugar beets, as you see here on the right hand side, sugar beets and cut sugar beets, we can turn them, or sugar cane, we can turn them into sugar, and then the sugar can go on and be sold to the bakery, for example. But that's getting into production chains, and that's a whole other video. So in this video we're just going to cover what we can do with the sugar beets. We're going to cover the equipment that we need. I'm going to cover... I'm going to show you how to use the equipment. There is actually quite a lot of equipment. Now, first and foremost, assuming you already know how to prepare your field, sugar beets can make you quite a lot of money. Now, sugar beets, potatoes, sugarcane, cotton, they're all really good sources of income. Unfortunately, these also require quite a lot of upfront cost to get you started with your sugar beet farm. Now this is just some of the equipment that we're going to need to prepare the field. Now thankfully I've done the field already. You don't need all these tractors. I just got these tractors to make it easier to bring the equipment down so you can see what we need. So in field preparation we can remove weeds, we can fertilise the field, we may need to plough the field, we then cultivate the field, we need to spread lime on the field. I don't have a rock removing tool, but you can switch that off in the options. You can actually switch off lime in the options, but I like to keep them on. This is a weed removing tool which you might need to remove weeds between your Here's shoots of sugar beet, and here we have our seeder. It's not actually a seeder, it is a planter. So if you go into your your tools, I've actually got another video on how to prepare the field, but it's not a great video, so I might make another one, and I'll put a card up in the right hand corner of your screen now to that video, and if you feel like watching it, then please feel free to do so. So if we go into our tools, and let's take a look at seeders first of all. So seeders, you can see here, doesn't plant sugar beets or doesn't seed sugar beets, so we need a planter. And here at the bottom here we can see our planters to sugar beets, various ones to choose from, and I think mine's is one of the ones from the expansion pack, which should be this Horse Aggravation pack, this one here, sec from the end, $65,000. And at the front I've got the expansion tank to hold extra seeds. Now your seeds you can get in the store. You can get a small bag of seeds for $800, or we can go with a big pallet for $900. The big pallet provides 1,000 litres of seeds, and this is like a multi-purpose seed, so one size fits all. First of all, we need to make sure we've got the sugar beets selected, and you can press Y. You see down in the bottom there next to the speedometer, it changes. Excuse me. And we have sugar beets. Now, just purely to save time, because this might turn out to be quite a long video, I'm not going to bother planting the sugar beets. Well, I'll assume you already know how to do that, and what I'll do then is head over here, because I've got a couple of fields excuse me, with sugar beets all ready to harvest. Now this is the equipment here that we're really interested in, the harvesting of the sugar beets. I've got a big field over here, a small field there, and a really small field there. Right, excuse me. So, first of all, when harvesting sugar beets, we need to, if you look at the vegetable itself here, it's a root vegetable, so it's buried in the soil, and we first of all need to cut off this foliage at the top here before we can harvest the sugar beets. And what we have here is just a standard tractor, and at the front the tool that chops off the foliage, and at the back the tool that collects the sugar beets, digs them up from the ground. Now this is probably a cheaper option, and these tools can be found in, funnily enough, in tools. And if you click on your Beet technology, and there we go, there's the tool on the front of the tractor, and you can see there, before beets can be harvested, the foliage needs to be cut with a home topper, like this one. Okay, hopefully that's pronounced properly. And then at the back of the tractor, we've got the actual harvester that picks up the beets. Cheaper option, you can buy or lease these tools as well. So $5,000 to lease the big guy at the back, and only $1,000 to lease the tool at the front. Excuse me. Now, our next option is this bad boy here. Again, it's got the tool at the front for chopping off the foliage, and the Mahusive tool at the back for collecting the beets. Now they can be found in vehicles, and Beet technology, and that's the one there. So it does need the tool for the front. You have to buy that separately or lease it, which is in tools, Beet technology, and I used the bigger one here. Again, we can buy or lease them. $4,000 for the front end, and 19,000 to lease the actual tool itself. This one here is just a bigger version of this. This tool here I'll cover later in the video. I've got that over another part of the farm. I'll show you how to use that. That doesn't collect beets from the field. It does collect beets, but in a very different way. I'll show you later on. And then we have the big boy, which comes, I like to call him Big Red, and he comes with his attachment already fitted, which is over here. Excuse me, I keep coughing. I get a drink of tea. I was in hospital a couple of weeks ago with pneumonia, of all things, and I've still got a lingering cough. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, so yeah, we can then lease the Big Red for $24,000. So when you factor in all this equipment, plus your equipment required to prepare the field, it can be quite expensive. But let's get cracking with Big Red. And we'll use him to do the bigger field over here. Now, I was going to harvest these 3 fields. However, in the interest of saving time... Oh, there goes the road sign. You see that pinging across the road there? In the interest of saving time, we shall just do the one field. I can fast forward the video as well. There we go. Press X to unfold it, get into position. And what I might do is I'll have the AI do it, and I can sit back and drink my tea. Now we can see here at the front, it's out of alignment. That is going to really upset me, so I'll go back and start again. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, so what we can see is that at the front it's chopping off the foliage on the top, and then the tool at the back, you can't actually see it collecting them, but it is. And they're coming up the conveyor belt here and dropping into the bin in the centre. I'm going to have to take over here for a bit. The AI struggles certain places, like if there's trees close to the field, or if there's a railway line next to the field. So what I'll do is I'll get round the edges first of all, just to make it easier for the AI. There we go, I've missed a section again. What I can actually do, just to make life a bit easier for the AI, can operate machinery in this direction, but what I'd sometimes do is just make the field ever so slightly smaller. Some people might disagree with this method because it is reducing the amount of crop that we can harvest, but it's not really much in the grand scheme of things. Now, you can unload this. Oh, there I've missed a section again. You can unload this harvester much the same as you unload any other harvester. You can drive your trailer up alongside it, and it'll AI's controlling it there. It'll extend the well, in a normal harvester it's a pipe, in this one it's like a conveyor belt. I'll just wait till he's finished. And there we go, the sugar beets unloading via the conveyor belt. Just much the same as it does with any other harvester. You can also drive along and collect the sugar beets as it goes. Whoa. But I don't want to do that. Okay, so now we have our sugar beets. What can we do with them? Right, so we spoke about selling them, but we are currently in August and I really don't want to sell my sugar beets until January. I'll get more money for them in January. So what do I do with them in the meantime? How do I store them? Well, unfortunately, there's not a great lot available for storing sugar beets. So we can leave the trailer in our farm somewhere, parked up in the corner waiting, or we can take them to a built-in storage area. I'll just show you where that is. Oh, here comes the train. Now, oh, I went the wrong way. I should have stayed on the other side of the track. Not to worry, we can make it work. So here we go, here's our storage facility here. If we look at the map, we are down here at the grain pool east. Got your lime station, you've got your train here. Great processing facility. But it's the grain pool east that we're interested in. And if you just take your trailer into this loading bay here, Ease it forward. I should have the option. There we are. Press I to start overloading the sugar beets. And then if I want to collect them, I should be able to. There's an option somewhere. Yeah, there we go. You can't really see it very clearly. It's on the panel in the left hand side. Press R to start filling. Now I don't have anything in there to collect. But what happens if I don't really want to store my sugar beets in here? What if I want to keep them on my farm? Have my own storage facility? Well, there's not a lot available in the game for us to do that. However, there is a workaround, and I'll just show you it when I get back to the farm. Okay, we are here. So, some more equipment for us to look at. Now you'll notice that we are unable to store sugar beets in our silo because it's a grain silo and sugar beets, not grain. So where do we store sugar beets if we don't want to put them in the faraway grain silo? Well, you basically just dump them in a pile on the ground in your farm. But don't worry, there's other things we can do while they're there. Right, let's just dump them here. Ideally, you would probably put them somewhere in the corner. I mean, I've got a silo there, but that can only be used for grass. You can't dump your sugar beets in there. Right, so let's just move this out of the way for the time being. And I might need the tractor actually, so I'll just dump the trailer. Right. Now. We have this device here, which can be used for sugar beets. And I'll just get that hooked up and I'll show you in the store where you can find it. So it's in your tools and it'll be in, at the bottom, belt system. Okay, and this is it here. The Grime RH24-60. Bit of a complicated looking piece of equipment, but we can lease this for $2,000, just over $2,000. Now what does it do? Well, this loading machine with potatoes or sugar beets will create nicely packed pallets that you can sell. Alternatively, it can load conveyor belts with sugar beets or potatoes. Right, so how do we use it? Well, let's just leave it there for the time being, and I'll show you how to use this big guy. Okay, that's the one I showed you in the store earlier, under the Beet technology right at the end. This humongous piece of equipment here. What's it called? Moz. The Moz 5. I play a game called World of Tanks as well as this, and there's a Moz in there. It's a giant German tank. Anyway, back to farming. So let's have a look at the Moz, and we'll unfold it with X. And this is basically a big shovel for sugar beets. See this section here at the end with the text on it, roper, that's a weight, counterweight, your conveyor belt, and a huge shovel at the front. So let's turn it on. And what we can do is lower it. Let's get into position. And we'll use it like a shovel. Scoop up the sugar beets. Like so. Now, it is switched on. You just see the conveyor belt is filled up there. But it won't actually unload until I make it unload. So, we're going to unload it into this strange piece of kit. Try and just position it underneath. There we go. And press I to start overloading the sugar beets. There we go, it fills up in nicely into our excuse me, pallet creator. I just fill it right up. Okay, there we go. Excuse me. So now we have a whole load of sugar beets. And our pallet dispenser. So let's just kind of move it to a area that's out the way. And what we do then is press, well, V to lower it, and then B should allow creation of pallets. So it's enabled, there we are. And it's automatically created a pallet for us, and it's filling the sugar beets inside. Now all I need to do now is move forward. Oh, too far. It'll create a new pallet. There we go, that's a better angle. And fill it up. Let's go again. Okay, that'll do for now. You get the idea. Oh, that's going to create another one. Forgot to switch it off. Let's just fill it up then. And disable pallet creation. Okay. And they'll just detach from there. Now all you need to do now is you can get your forklift and you can come along and you can store those pallets wherever you like. Additionally, what I sometimes do, I'll just take this trailer here. This one's got a mod, auto load mod, so I can come along and just pick up these pallets. Shift and R, and it straps them in for me there. And we can store these somewhere or take them along and sell them as they are. And again, your sugar beets can be sold Feeding Green South, Goldcrest Valley and Johnston's Farmer Market. Now, there is more things we can do with sugar beets, and we'll do that while we're here. And that is create sugar beet cuts. Now I'm going to need a tractor again, actually. And if you remember, the sugar beet cuts, the cut sugar beet, can be sold to the, also to the sugar production factory, a sugar factory I should say, or the biogas plant. So how do we make sugar beet cuts? So a nice shiny white tractor. It's not going to stay shiny for long. I've put a weight on the back. I've got the front loader attachment, and this bucket here is what we need to make the sugar beet cuts. So in the store, you go to tools, and it is in the front loader tools, and right along at the end, or towards the end, see there the legal Ruby 2000, $15,000 to buy it, or $790 to lease it. Right, so let's get into, let's assume the position. Scoop up some sugar beets. Oops. And you can do this in a pile on the ground, or but then you'd have to scoop them back up, so I do it over the top of a trailer, and then you press B and that'll chop up the sugar beets for us. And there we go. That's our cut sugar beets. Now we can then take the cut sugar beets, see where it was again, animal dealer or the biogas plant. So let's assume that you know how to sell stuff to the biogas plant, and we'll leave these here for now. So that's our options for storing sugar beets and sugar beet cuts. Now sugar beet cuts you can't store anywhere, they don't go in the silo either, you just have to really hang on to them in a trailer or a pile somewhere on your farm until it's time to sell them. However, I do have a few other methods of storage you might be interested in. I'll just grab my trailer and take it back along. Hopefully the harvester is still going. Gotta love some of the detail in these vehicles. Look at that exhaust pipe there with the so that flap you saw on the top of the exhaust pipe, that is to stop water going down when it's stationary. Obviously the water can't go down when the engine's running because the exhaust gases are quite warm as they exit. But if it's sitting out in the rain with the engine not running, then you would expect water to get down that exhaust pipe, and that's what that flap is for. Brilliant that they've added that detail to the game. Okay, back to storage of the sugar beets. You'll see in the distance there is a little shed where I've been storing my sugar beets. And this one's a mod. It is, I think it's called the root crop storage. I can leave a link in the description if you're interested in getting this, but it's quite a nice mod. It's been nicely done. And what you can do is you just drive your trailer like you would any other storage till you get your icon to start unloading. So we'll overload or unload the sugar beets, and you see it goes up the conveyor belt into the pile here. Now I think, if I remember rightly, this stores 800,000 litres of root vegetables. Let's have a look. So it'll be in construction. Silos, and then towards the end. That's it. There, yeah, 800,000 litres of root crop storage, and it stores beets, potatoes, carrots, parsnips, and beetroot. And if you want to get your crop back out, we can drive round the back and just start filling the sugar beets, unload like we would any other silo. Now, in addition to this silo, we have silos. I downloaded another mod here, so that's a potato storage, and this one's a sugar beet storage. They're slightly smaller, different cosmetic, same idea. Oop. Let's just place one. Yes, I'm going to delete it again anyway. Probably don't really want it here. Just putting it here to show you. So that'll do for the time being. And this one works much the same. Again, I can put a link in the description if you're interested. Unload the sugar beets. This holds 500,000 litres of sugar beets. Okay, and same again. We can just unload it at the rear. Now I have one more thing to show you that we can do with our sugar beets. I just need some sugar beets first to show you. And what I have is another mod, and it's in productions. Again, I'll put a link in the description for you. And it's a sugar beet cutting factory. So remember, I showed you how to use the tool to cut the sugar beets. Well, we don't have anywhere to store the cut sugar beets, as I mentioned. However, we can dump our sugar beets into the sugar beet factory, the cutting factory, and that'll cut them for us. This is draining out really slowly. Okay, that'll do for now. Don't want to make this video any longer than it has to be. So, now we can make the cut beets much faster than doing it manually with that front loader attachment. So it's going to cut the sugar beets for me. I can leave the cut sugar beets in there as long as I like. And I probably have to switch this factory on actually, which will be in production chains, cut sugar beets, activate. Yeah, it's going to cost us $60 a month, and it does 4,800 cycles every month. So 1,000 litres of sugar beets will get us 1,000 litres of cut sugar beets. So every month we're going to get basically 1,000 multiplied by 4,800. A lot. So a lot of sugar beets. And then it's just a case of coming along. Probably don't have any, but I'll start filling it in a minute. Oh, we're getting some, there we are. And then we can go and take that to the biogas plant. It was the biogas plant, wasn't it? Yeah, animal dealer or the biogas plant. So there we have it. Everything we can do with sugar beets. Hopefully I've not missed anything. Any questions, you can leave a comment, and if I can answer it, I will. But I think that will do for now. Thanks for watching. If you're still here, thanks for staying this long. I hope it's been interesting and informative video for you. Please remember to hit a like and subscribe to the channel. It's going to help me out massively. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye for now.